Welcome to this week's edition of HavenFootball.net's Play-0f-the-Game. Welcome to HavenFootball.net's Week 4 Play-of-the-Game. This week, the 2-1 Springfield Cougars met up with the 2-1 Strath Haven Panthers at George L. King Field in Wallingford. Both teams appeared evenly matched on paper, and both teams were excited and looking forward to a well-played, competitive game. We were not disappointed. Let's take a look at tonight's highlights. Springfield got the ball first and managed to peel off an 8-play run, including this nifty crossing pattern, midfield throw and catch by number 18 Jake Rama and number 2 Alex Sherino for 17 yards, but the drive stalled at the Panther 25. Haven starts their own 8-play drive that finishes with this beauty as number 4 Jack Ryder lofts one almost 40 yards, and number 23 Matt Schuler reaches out to grab it and stumbles into the end zone for 6. Haven draws first blood, 7-0. Haven defense was simply punishing all night as number 4 Jaden Baden takes the handoff for wide left but gets run down by number 28 Greg Belleville for a 5-yard loss. On Haven's next drive, number 6 Jairus Adams gets a great hole-off tackle and jets to the sideline, cuts left, and goes down at the 2. Adams goes in on the next play for the 6 points. And Haven leads 14-0. The Cougars need to get something going, and number 5 Matthew Dickinson takes the bounce at the 20, dances out, and then in, and finds an open green sideline and accelerates for 30 yards before kicker number 30 Charlie Shankweiler makes the stop. Springfield is driving, but on 4th and 2, Baden tries to go right, but number 44 Aiden Prosniak is waiting for him and gets the stop, ending the drive. Haven has the ball as Adams gets this call and goes right up the middle, dances around a tackler, and fights and drags everyone down to the Cougar 45, but the drive stalls at the 39. Springfield had some great passes as Rama sees number 14 Robbie Longo cut to the sideline and hits him perfectly for this 12-yard gain. But the Haven D brought their A game and kept Springfield's receivers in check as number 22 Brett Gallagher is met immediately by Belleville for a 3-yard gain, forcing the punt. Schuler gets the next call and finds a great hole, and then makes his own yards for this great 14-yard gainer. Nine plays later, Schuler makes sure he completes the drive and powers his way into the end zone. Panthers miss the extra point, but are up 20-0. The Cougar D had their own success as number 32 Michael Grappin times his rush perfectly and takes down number 24 Chase Barlow right at the handoff for a 4-yard loss. And the Springfield offense wasn't giving up either as Baden gets hit after a short gain but keeps pumping his legs for this 10-yard gain. The Cougars are pushing hard on this 17-play drive and they get this strong catch and run by Sherino. And another pass over the middle to Long down to the 4-yard line. Baden gets the call at the 1 and simply bulls his way into the end zone for Springfield's first 6. And the Panthers still lead 21-7. Which brings us to tonight's Play of the Game.
He is the fullback. Wing to the left is Schuler. Barlow goes in, motion to the left. And back to pass is Ryder. Has time. Wide open is Peter Blackburn. Hauls it in at the 50. 45. Cuts back at the 40 and down to the 38-yard line. Well, beat open by miles and right on the money is Ryder.
7 plays later, Ryder rolls right and finds Adams open in the end zone for 6. Haven goes up 27-7. Springfield is moving again and puts the ball in the air, but this one falls a bit short as number 5 Chase Nagel makes the great grab for the interception, ending the drive. Haven wants to run out the clock and looks to Ryder for a quick 1 yard for a first down, but Ryder sees open green in front of him and takes off, but gets tackled at the 2. Haven runs out the clock and gets the win, 27-7. The Springfield defense just couldn't find an answer to the multifaceted running attack from the Panthers. And while the Cougars offense kept pushing, the Haven defense just kept slamming the door drive after drive. The Haven offense put up 373 yards and averaged just under 6 yards per carry, and their time of possession was almost twice as much as Springfield's. Jairus Adams led the rushing with 18 carries for 129 yards, 1 reception for 6 yards, and 1 touchdown. He also had 5 tackles on defense. Matt Schuler led in the air with 1 touchdown catch for 37 yards, and Greg Belleville led the defense with 10 tackles. Chase Nagel had 1 interception. Next week, the Panthers travel over to Pencrest for the final regular season game to play the Lions for the Media Bowl trophy. Tune in again next week for another HavenFootball.net's Play the Game.